this is Jo from Maths Tutor Me. Today we're doing factors, multiples and indices, and we're going to learn about index notation. Now, if we multiply the same number over and over by itself, like 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, we can write that in what is called index notation. The 4 is the number that's being multiplied, so that is what we call the base. 4 is the base. And the number of times that we multiply it together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, is the index, or that's sometimes known as the power. So this over here is known as expanded notation, and this is our index notation. So we're going to be using that today in our examples. Let's have a look at question number 1. Complete the table. 6 to the power of 11. We want to write down what the base is and what the index is. The base is the big number at the bottom, the 6, and the index is 11. Doing the same thing for this next number, 8 to the power of 3. The base is 8, and the index or power is 3. That's it for question 1. Let's go to question 2. Write the following in index notation. So we have expanded form here. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 3 is the base number, and it's multiplied by itself 4 times, so that will be the index. In B, we have some different numbers here. So what we do is just one number at a time. 7 is going to be the first base, and it's multiplied together 3 times, so power of 3. Then we're going to multiply that by, we have 4, which will be the next one, which is multiplied twice, 4 to the power of 2. Okay, so that's index notation for that question. Let's do that again. For C, we've got 3 different numbers here. We just do them one at a time. So 2 is the first number, and there is 2 of them. 2 is the base and 2 is the index. Times by 5 is the next base. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, so power of 4. 9 is the next base. 1, 2, 3, so 9 to the power of 3. Okay, that's index notation. Now, in number 3, we want to write in expanded form. So we have index notation. We want to go back to the expanded form. 5 to the power of 3 means that 5 is multiplied together 3 times. 5 times 5 times 5. In B, we're going to have 2 numbers here. So 21 is multiplied 4 times. 21 times 21 times 21 times 21. And then we have 14 multiplied 3 times. 14 times 14 times 14. Okay, so you can see why we use index notation, because it certainly is a much shorter way of writing these things down. Finally, question 4 here, we want to use a calculator to be able to find out what these things here are equal to. So on your calculator, we have a button over here that will do any power that you want. So first of all, what you do is you write down the base. So in this case, it's 5. Then I press power button of 4. Okay, is equal to 625. So your calculator might be a little bit different to mine. So it's important that you learn your calculator where your buttons are to do these questions. Okay, now let's look at B. Typing that in, 12 to the power of 3 times 8 to the power, 12 to the power of 3, I need to go across there, times 8 to the power of 2 is equal to a very big number, 110,592. And for C, 9 to the power of 4, I remember to go across this time, times by 2 to the power of 3. 5, 2, 4, 8, 8. Okay, time for you to have a practice. So here's some questions for you to try. Pause the video, give them a go, and then restart to see the answers. So for question 1, we want to state the base and the index of 15 to the power of 7. The base and the index. Okay, well the base is the big number at the bottom, which is 15. The index is the little number that we write on top, which is 7. Question 2, we want to write this in index notation. We just have 1 2 at the front here. So we could have 2. We could write a little power of 1 there, but we don't tend to do that. If it's a 1, it's just assumed that there's only one of them. We don't need to write it. Then we go times. 3 is the next base. 1 2 3 4 5 of them. Now for B, 6 is the base. 1 2 3 4 of them, times by 5 to the power of 3. Question 3, let's write in expanded form. We have 9 as a base and we want 4 of them. 9 times 9 times 9 times 9. And for B, just 2 numbers here. So we have 7, we have 2 of those, times, we have 8 to the power of 3. So we want 8 multiplied 3 times. And 4 is our calculator practice. So we want 11 to the power of 5. That is equal to 161,051. And for our next one, 4 to the power of 3 times by 7 to the power of 2. 3136. And that's it for our lesson today. Keep practicing and join me again next time. Bye.